from a place where convention gives way to exception. From the cradle of cinematic creativity in Los Angeles, the story of London Perrantes is nothing short of remarkable. A fiery competitor with a cool California demeanor, the senior has bucked trends and embraced individuality from an early age, blazing his own trail and becoming one of the winningest Cavalier players in history.
Just growing up in the West Coast, I was an outdoors kind of kid, just always playing sports, always doing something that involved athletics. Just had a couple of running mates that were just always out on the go. I've always been on my own. I was just very independent as a kid, so I was never afraid of being away from home. Basketball was always my love, and then I fell in love with just the East Coast ACC basketball, and then kind of just set my mind when I got into high school that that's where I wanted to be on the East Coast. It was never really like an adventure thing, it was just something that I wanted to do.
Despite London's desire to play in the ACC, the narrative needed fate to intervene. Enter the Grasu brothers. Washington State alum Nico Grasu happened to be watching his younger brother Horonis play at Crespi Carmelite High School in Los Angeles when he noticed a young point guard who would be a perfect fit for the Cougars' previous coach, Tony Bennett. A well-timed phone call later matched the young point guard with the coach who would become his mentor, and the Cavaliers haven't looked back.
For me to be able to learn from somebody that played at the highest level, played the same position, was a huge recruiting push for him. Playing in the ACC was huge, and the academics as well, and I was excited to come here and learn underneath him. There's a lot of signs that now that I look back at it, it's weird. Me and my parents always talk about it. My grandma lived on Virginia Avenue, and everything was meant to be. There was no expectation. That was something that's good with the coaching staff. They never really told you what you're going to get when you get here. They're not pitching out something that's not true. When I came here my official, he showed me a lot of clips of my high school career that I needed to improve on, which kind of helped me decide that I wanted to be here, because he was always going to try and help me get better. And when I came here, I just wanted to help the team win at all costs, whatever it meant, whether it was having 2 minutes or playing a lot. My role kind of grew pretty quickly. So.
There's a steal. Perrantes steps in for the pass. Now hands it up. Anderson puts it down with a big two-hand hook. Tell you what, just look at the future of this Virginia basketball program.
This is a freshman, London Perrantes. He has vision of not just his 4 teammates, but what the defense is doing. So he can control 9 guys with his dribble.
That kid is looking for somebody else all the time.
That's the difference, the vision. That was really good. I'm telling you, they play so well together.
I wasn't really looking too much to score, obviously, when I first got here, because we had so many weapons. And then towards the end of the year, I kind of got to be able to score a little bit more. I think I was just a good mixture of trying to help everybody mesh. We have a bunch of personalities on that team: Malcolm, Joe, Keel, Justin. I think I was just a good meshing point for everybody, and I think that's what helped us. Syracuse home game was probably one of the biggest things for me. Just being my freshman year, is coming in and being able to win that regular season title and in front of the home crowd, and being able to cut the nets down in front of the home crowd was just huge for me. Even better than that, the tournament, because it was at home. The fact that we were able to do that in our own environment was big. It was a great time for sure.
As Perrantes reflects on a career that currently includes 109 victories, and he looks forward to receiving his degree in African American and African Studies, it's his relationship with head coach Tony Bennett and his Charlottesville home that stands out the most.
Coming in my freshman year, I was really trying to pick his brain and learn everything that I could from him, and just trying to find a way to run his team, to run that ship that he's trying to get going. And especially over these last 4 years, that I've done a good job at being that coach on the floor, being that second head coach. And now at this point of my career, we're throwing ideas off each other and kind of doing things like that. And sometimes I can call something before he does, or he'll say something that I was thinking, or I'll be saying something that he was thinking, like things like that. But even off the court, we've gotten a lot closer, and choosing your the best decision for in that aspect, it helped my game a whole lot, and I'm glad I did that.
Charlottesville and Virginia basketball, just part of his journey, but an experience he will never forget.
The program is just going up to new heights every single year. I think it's going to get even better as I move on. I'm just glad that there was people before me that set the stone down for our program, and we just kept on building. I think to this day, I feel like I still am the same person that I came in as, but I know for a fact that that's not the case. It's just another home for me. This state, this city has done so much for me. It's done so much for my family. So I never thought that I'd say that this would be a second home for me. I thought I'd always be a California boy, but I guess you could say I'm a little bit of Virginia too. I didn't really know what was going to happen when I came out here for these next 4 years of my life going into college, but it turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life. Did so much with this program, with these coaches, with the players around me, and yeah, I love this program to death for sure.
Logan and Max, thank you for your selfless contributions to the Virginia men's basketball program.
He has vision, not just his sport teammate, but what the defense is doing. So he can control 9 guys with his dribble.
That kid is looking for somebody else all the time.
Perez consistent three. Perez is a long one. Yeah! What a big shot.
Indispensable part of the program. He started 129 games over his 4 seasons, the most in the history of UVA men's basketball. Ranks among the premier point guards in the college game. At Virginia, he stands second all-time in three-point percentage, 4th in assists, 6th in three-pointers made, 6th in games played, and 41st in points. With his 105 career wins, he ranks 7th at UVA. And he's helped put the Hoos in the position to advance to a 4th straight NCAA tournament for the first time in 3 decades. Today, accompanied by his brother Brady, the Connor London team, and his brothers Isaiah, Daniel, and Malachi, who's on London.
college basketball in an unbelievable crowd, more than 14,000 in here. A packed house tonight, and is there any better place to be in college basketball than right here, courtside for the sold-out John Paul Jones Arena?